1, 2, 3, come on!
So we are now in our last discussion in Quarter 1, Module number 5, Operations on Rational Algebraic Expressions. So we will discuss about adding and subtracting rational expressions with unlike denominators. So what are the learning competencies? So the learners will be able to, number 1, find the LCD of the given rational expressions, and number 2, add, subtract rational algebraic expressions with unlike denominators. So what are the steps in adding and subtracting rational expressions with unlike denominators? So here are the steps. Number 1, find the least common denominator or LCD. Number 2, write the equivalent expressions of each rational expression. Number 3, add or subtract the numerators and keep the LCD. And last, number 4, simplify the result if possible. So, same with adding and subtracting fraction. Okay? Kinukuha natin yung LCD, and then ang ginagawa natin to find yung bagong numerator natin, ang ginagawa kasi natin dun is dinidivide natin yung LCD dun sa original na denominator, and then imumultiply natin siya dun sa numerator. Tama? So, let's have an example. So, add or subtract the following. So, 2y over 5x squared plus 3x over 4xy. So, first, i-identify muna natin dito yung LCD. So, what is the LCD of 5x squared and 4xy? Okay? So, by analyzing yung 5 and 4, since relatively prime sila, so ang gagawin ngayon natin dito sa 5 and 4, imumultiply natin yan. So, 5 times 4, so that is equal to 20. Tama? And then next, yung x squared tsaka x. Okay? So, kunin natin yung may pinakamataas na exponents, which is yung x squared. Okay? And then, since wala namang common si y, so ikakopy natin siya. So, ang LCD ngayon natin is 20x squared y. Okay? So, ngayon, isusulat ngayon natin siya yung bagong denominator natin. So, 20x squared y and then 20x squared y dun sa pangalawa. Okay? Ngayon, paano natin makukuha yung bagong numerator? So, ang gagawin ngayon natin dito is i-divide natin yung LCD dun sa original denominator natin. So, isa-isayin natin siya. So, 20 divided by 5, so that is equal to 4, and then times 2, so that is equal to 8. Okay? Then next, x squared divided by x squared, so that is equal to 1, times 2y, so yun pa rin. Next, y divided by 1, kasi wala naman nakalagay dito, and then y times y, that is equal to y squared. So, ang bagong numerator ngayon natin dito is 8y squared. Gets? Next, 20x squared y divided by 4xy. So, 20x squared y divided by 4xy, so that is equal to 5x. Tama? Then, 5x times 3x, that is equal to 15x squared. Now, since common na yung denominator natin, let's add now the fractions. So, our final answer now will become 8y squared plus 15x squared all over 20x squared y. Very good. Next. Okay, so let's have this. So, a over a plus 3 plus 5 over a. So, ang gagawin ngayon natin dito is, since si a plus 3 and a, relatively prime yung dalawa na yan, so ang gagawin natin, to find the LCD, imumultiply lang natin yung dalawang denominators na yan. So, a plus 3 times a, so our LCD now will become LCD is equal to A times the quantity A plus 3. Okay? So, ayun na ngayon yung common denominator natin. Then next, to find the numerators, okay, yung bagong numerator natin, so let's divide A times the quantity A plus 3 dun sa original na denominator. So, A times the quantity A plus 3 divided by A plus 3. So, meron tayong matitirang A. So, A times A, so that is equal to A squared. Okay, very good. Next, A times the quantity A plus 3. So, i-divide natin din sa A. So, ang matitira is A plus 3. And then, let's multiply A plus 3 to 5. So, our answer now will become 5A plus 15. Okay? So, paano nangyari yun? So, 5 times A, so that is 5A. And then, 5 times 3, so that is equal to 15. Okay? Next, let's add. So, our final answer now is A squared plus 5A plus 15 all over A times the quantity A plus 3. Next. So, 5 over A squared plus 5A minus 7 over 3A plus 15. So, to find the LCD, so dito, ang gagawin muna natin to find the LCD, let's factor first yung A squared plus 5A tsaka yung 3A plus 15. Okay? So, let's start with A squared plus 5A. So, ang factor niya is A times the quantity A plus 5. Okay? Then next, yung factors ni 3A plus 15. So, ang factor niya ay 3 times the quantity A plus 5. So, sir, bakit po natin finactor? So, pag pinactor kasi natin, mas madali natin makukuha yung least common denominator. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung A and 3, they are relatively prime. So, imumultiply lang natin yung dalawa na yan. And then next, si A plus 5, yung binomial. So common yun. So, ang LCD natin dyan is A plus 5 din. So, ang LCD ngayon natin, so imumultiply natin si A times 3 times A plus 5. So, our LCD now will become 3A times the quantity A plus 5. Okay? And then, copy lang muna natin yung numerators natin. Now, gamitin na ngayon natin yung LCD as yung bagong denominator natin. Okay, so let's find now yung bago nating numerator. So, ang gagawin ngayon natin dito is i-divide natin si 3A times A plus 5 dito kay A times the quantity A plus 5. Okay? So, our answer here is 3. Tama? And then 3 times 5, so that is equal to 15. Okay? Next, 3A times the quantity A plus 5 divided by 3 times the quantity A plus 5. So, ang answer ngayon natin dito is A. Then, times 7, so that is equal to 7A. Tama? Now, let's subtract. So, ang final answer ngayon natin dito is 15 minus 7A all over 3A times the quantity A plus 5. Congratulations! Next, 2 over AB plus 3 over A squared plus 4 over BC. So, let's find the LCD. Okay? So, by analyzing the denominator, so, ang may common dito is yung A. And then, meron tayong B. And then, C. Okay? So, dun sa A, ang pinakamataas na exponent is A squared. So, it means ang LCD natin sa A is A squared. And then, sa B, so, since common sila parehas, so B rin. And then, ikakopy natin si C. So, ang LCD ngayon natin is A squared BC. Okay? So, copy natin yung bagong denominator natin. And then, to find yung bagong numerator, so, i-divide natin si a squared BC kay AB. Okay? So, that is AC. Tama? So, AC times 2. So, that is 2AC. Okay? Next, let's divide a squared BC divided by a squared. So, that is equal to BC. Okay? Then, times 3. So, that is 3BC. Okay? Next, a squared BC divided by BC. So, that is equal to a squared. And then, a squared times 4. So, that is equal to 4a squared. Okay? Now, let's combine the fractions. So, our final answer now will become 2ac plus 3bc plus 4a squared all over a squared bc. Nice! Okay, so let's have the last example. So, 2 over 2x plus 4 minus 5 over x squared plus 2x. Okay, so bago natin hanapin si LCD, so let's factor first yung 2x plus 4 and x squared plus 2x. Sir, bakit po kailangan natin i-factor? So, agaya nung naunang examples, okay, mas madali na makuha natin yung LCD neto pag finactor natin yung binomial. So, ang factor ni 2x plus 4 is 2 times the quantity x plus 2. And then, si x squared plus 2x, siya ay x times x plus 2. Okay? Then next, tandaan, kapag relatively prime yung numbers at yung mga variables, imumultiply nyo lang para makuha yung LCD. So, si 2, tsaka si x, okay? So, imumultiply lang natin yan. And then, since common naman yung x plus 2, ikakopy natin yan. At isasama natin siya din sa pag-multiply. So, 2 times x plus 2. So, ang LCD natin ngayon is 2x times the quantity x plus 2. Okay? So, ngayon, gamitin ngayon natin si 2x times the quantity x plus 2 as new denominator. Okay? And then next, to find yung bago nating numerator, okay, i-divide natin yung LCD doon sa original na denominator. So, 2x times the quantity x plus 2 divided by 2 times the quantity x plus 2. So, that is equal to x. Okay? And then times 2. So, that is equal to 2x. Okay? Next, 2x times the quantity x plus 2 divided by x times the quantity x plus 2. So, that is equal to 2. And then times 5. So, that is equal to 10. Okay? Next. Let's subtract now. So, our answer now will become 2x minus 10 all over 2x times the quantity x plus 2. Okay. Since si 2x minus 10, pwede pa itong i-factor. Okay? So, ang factor niya kasi is 2 times the quantity x minus 5. Okay? And then, meron tayong common dun sa numerator and denominator. So, that is 2. So, cancel out natin si 2. And that is equal to 1. So, our final answer now will become x minus 5 all over x times the quantity x plus 2. Congratulations!